Hello all, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something that's, some people might not know basically. Just a brief description of what it will be. Um, so, as you can see here, it's like in the world of technology, there's one that's been making a lot of noise lately, which is like blockchain. Now, what is it exactly? Um, Imagine a chain with blocks on it. Each block contains information just like a page in a book, but instead of being stored in a single location, this information is distributed across a network of computers. This is the basics of a blockchain. Um, Now think of it as like a digital ledger that essentially is a decentralized ledger, meaning that there's no central authority controlling it. The records and records the transactions across a network of computers. These types of transactions are grouped together in blocks, and each block is connected to the previous block, creating a chain. This is where the name blockchain comes from. This allows for transparency and security as the information is stored in the blocks and it can't be altered without the consensus of the network. The power of blockchain lies in its decentralization, unlike traditional ledgers, where a central authority is responsible for maintaining and updating the records. In blockchain, the network of computers collectively maintains the ledger. This means that there's no single point of failure, and the ledger is resistant to tampering and hacking. Now, blockchain has a wide range of potential use cases, from financial services to supply chain management, to the healthcare industry, to politics and education as well. Like in the financial industry, blockchain can be used for things like faster and more secure money transfers, while let's say in the supply chain management or logistics, it can be used to track the movement of goods and prevent fraud. Now, while blockchain has many potential benefits, there are also some downsides to consider. For example, the decentralized nature of blockchain can make it difficult for governments and regulators to track and control transactions. Additionally, the anonymity of blockchain transactions can also be a concern for some, as it can be used for illegal activities. But it's to a point where like it's not as difficult to find out where who owns that transaction. It just takes quite a bit of sleuthing at that point to determine who owns the transaction and that ledger for that matter. Because one thing is with blockchain, the transactions, they are public, but it's unknown who the ledger belongs to. That's where the anonymity resides. However, you've been hearing lately where like the federal government has been able to like locate the authority of the ledgers basically, or not the authority but more of the owner of the ledger at that point. And that's where Bitcoin comes in basically. Now blockchain has potential benefits there, as we said basically. um, the well most known application of blockchain technology, of course, which is becoming synonymous with it, is the digital currency Bitcoin. Um, Even though blockchain has the potential to be used for a wide range of industries, from supply management to voting systems, it's mostly in this situation, well, not this situation, but what we're seeing blockchain being used for is now for crypto more than anything else. And that's where the aspect of uh, having it decentralized, there's no way to record those transactions as well as isolate who made those transactions. So that's where you would see nefarious uses of blockchain, specifically with cryptocurrency, where you can do illegal or purchase illegal stuff or do illegal things with it, basically to the point where like it would be very hard for central governments to locate you until, well, they can, as I said, they can search for you and look for you. It just takes much longer than normal. I mean, it's not that easy, put it that way, it does take a lot of time and effort to determine who did it, basically. And there are cases where once you get the access to the ledger, or in this case the wallet, you can freeze the wallet or to take whatever crypto that's in that wallet at that point. But again, Bitcoin is has become most synonymous with blockchain. So when you say blockchain, a lot of people think of Bitcoin or some form of crypto, basically. Now, there's another aspect that you're hearing now are smart contracts. Uh, that's one of the other aspects of blockchain is the use of these quote unquote smart contracts. These are basically self-executing contracts with terms of the agreement written directly into the code itself, where this allows for the automation and secure execution of the agreements without the need for any intermediaries. Meaning basically you and another individual can basically essentially make the exchange without having to go through. It's almost like basically handing cash from you to another person, essentially. Think of it that way. But in this situation, you have a ledger that knows that currency was exchanged between yourself. Kind of like I said, a digital ledger for that aspect. But it's a case where, like, think of it as more of like having a credit card, but thinking of that credit card as cash, basically. So, like, you still have some digital assets that you can transfer over in that point. Now, blockchain is still in its early stages and it's a powerful technology, but it has the potential to revolutionize various industries and the way we conduct transactions and exchange information. It's a new way of thinking about trust and security in the digital world. However, it's important to be aware of both the benefits and downsides of the technology in order to make informed decisions. I want to thank you for watching and listening to my video. In this case, please comment if you do comment. I do look at my comments, and please subscribe to my channel. If I can go into more depth about blockchain as well too, and maybe some of the aspects of Ethereum. You guys have heard of Ethereum and other forms of contracts or smart contracts based off of blockchain, essentially. But blockchain is a very powerful tool, as I mentioned, and it's one of those things where you're going to be hearing the things about Web3. I'll probably go into another video about Web3 being a little bit more a brief description of Web3 and some aspects of how blockchain is working in Web3 in that aspect. But with that, please subscribe, and again, please leave any comments. If you have any questions about blockchain, please ask me questions. I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities, and also when I do get notified. But with that, I'll leave it at that, and have a good day.